Up here on the 14th floor of the Mirage development, no one has been stopping work to just take in the view.
If you look around, it's like a Mad Hatter's construction party here. Everybody's working around the clock. We have some of the best experts in the country to advise us on paint colors, garden layout, you name it, so that the winner of the My Top Billing Dream Home competition gets the hottest property in South Africa.
Nick Gluckman's Oggy Hardwood Flooring Company is laying oak parquet floors from sustainable forests.
Hi guys. Hi. This looks absolutely fantastic. This is quite trendy.
It is. I'll tell you what, if you go back to the 1700s in Versailles, this is what you would have found. Now in South Africa, it's coming back in, and it's a blank canvas to do whatever you want with the actual floor.
Is this real wood?
This floor is actually an engineered FSC European oak floor, and it's got 4 mils of oak on top with a multi-ply backing. So it can be sanded a number of times. I mean, it'll last, 30 years.
The herringbone pattern is really beautiful, and you don't get to see much of it in South Africa.
It's always been big in Europe and New York. A lot of the loft apartments going back many hundreds of years. And the wider plank is something that's very unique in South Africa at the moment.
Well, if it looks this amazing now, I can't wait to see the final product.
Central to the impact of these spaces is frameless glass. For years, Jaco van der Merwe's West Cape projects have been at the forefront of innovation with glazing.
Cape Town is an aesthetically pleasing city, and I can imagine that the glass balustrades play a huge role in taking the view in.
I think the glass balustrade, as you see it here, is going to be the selling point of this unit, Due to the fact that you've got the view, magnificent, glass gives you the option of clarity. You can see through it, it gives you more space. It actually, for interior designer and architects, it gives them the option to play with whatever they want against the walls. So glass is becoming more and more popular on major projects, like the one we currently stand in. So it's becoming quite trendy, yes.
I believe there's going to be a beautiful glass feature in the home.
The glass floor that's going to come in here. Yes. What the architect and the interior designer decided is to go for an opti-white glass floor. It's clear glass, So that is a huge architectural feature, especially in here, with the green ratings and everything that's becoming quite a huge part in buildings, and you need to have all that included. This is becoming a big thing because the light that you've got in here is actually being filtered through to the house, and that gives you that optimal open feeling in the house. So this is going to be a magnificent feature over here.
Overseeing the greening of the deck was Tanya Visser, editor of The Gardener magazine, and a big fan of sustainable, water-wise gardening.
Hey Tanya.
Hi Lorna, how are you?
I'm very good. I can see your brain's working overtime over here.
Yeah, I'm just checking that all the basics have been done right, and we seem to be good to go. We've got drainage and we've got waterproofing that's been done. This container is now ready for our garden. So I was just wondering if you had any ideas.
That's why you're here.
Well, let's just break it down. First of all, we've got this awesome apartment. Really kind of lock up and go, the glass over here. See, whatever we want to put in needs to really be wicked and emulate this awesome backdrop that we have, because we've got Table Mountain. I mean,
look
seriously?
at that.
So what we're going to do is we're going to put in a group of succulents, some things with lovely architectural lines, to really work with this modern apartment, because you don't want the plants to be faffy, you don't want them to take up loads of time. Also, they're going to cope with the weather, from the wet winters to the really hot summers, and that's going to be a plant selection that really is going to work for this.
Which ones are the right ones for which season?
Well, the good news about succulents is that because they are so tough and no-nonsense plants, they look gorgeous all the time. They do send up a flower every now and then, but they're not really grown for their flowers. They're grown for their structure, their architectural look, and their sexy hot looks. I mean, tell me that this is not beautiful. I mean, look inside that plant. So we want to play on the textures, on the colors, on the shape of these beautiful leaves. And this little guy over here is called a sempervivens.
Wow. I love that one over there. It's got a bit of color, which is the only one with a bit of color, actually.
Okay, now these, grab that guy. There we go, here we go. This is Gardening 101. This is called an echeveria. An echeveria has pink leaves. Now imagine if we put that next to that other guy that I had, and you had some bark chips in between. Something's going to jump out at you.
The kitchen is fast becoming the functional work of art we knew we'd get, where we asked Careline Living Spaces, the co-developers of the Mirage, to work their magic.
Lorraine, tell us about the smart use of space in your design.
Lorna, this is really a state-of-the-art kitchen, and we've incorporated every modern design element within the space. Modern trends really do dictate clean, uncluttered lines, and we've achieved this with handles-free doors and drawers. And where we have used a handle, it's a beautiful, elegant, simple statement of outstanding quality.
And the area under the staircase looks quite interesting.
As you can see, we've cantilevered the cupboards to give them a wonderful floating feel. And this will be further enhanced by lights that will be inserted under the cupboard. This is ostensibly a wash-up and prep area. We have echoed the geometric shape suggested by the staircase and taken our cupboards all the way underneath. As you can see, there's a very interesting angle over there. And there's a lot of space, both for prep, conveniently next to the basins, and for storage.
Now, the island here is also quite a unique feature in this entire space.
We took great care to position it strategically so that the homeowner can stand and have the most magnificent view of this majestic, powerful mountain. I mean, how inspiring.
Absolutely.
Setting the tone of the interior is Plascon colour expert Anne Rosell.
And you're the right person to talk to when it comes to all things paint. What were your recommendations for this home?
Well, the perfect paint for this stylish apartment is definitely Plascon Cashmere. And the reason for that is it's got this beautiful plush matte finish. It also hides imperfections, and with last minute little things happening on the sides, you know, that's perfect for that. And it looks so beautiful and stylish.
The contrast between the black ceiling and the white walls works so well. How do you use the combination to optimize the space?
The beauty of color is that it can change and alter the shape of a room, especially when you use black and white. So if you use white on the largest surface area of your room and you have black on the floors, for instance, what it does is it actually opens that space and it makes a room or a space look bigger and more light than it actually is. And here, apart from looking very sexy, because it's a double volume room, you can actually bring the height of a ceiling down by painting it a darker color, and that's what they've done here. So this is double volume, but by having this black ceiling, the walls don't look as tall as they actually are. So you're bringing down the ceiling a little bit. And what makes it so beautiful in this bedroom is that it kind of makes a nice intimate space. So it's almost like a night sky that you've got here.
Dancing a fine line between art and design are Daniel Orm's bold graphics on this sizable canvas.
I believe this is the artwork that's going to be going on that wall.
That's right, all part thereof.
What was the thought process behind all of this?
I really just wanted to leave, whoever's lucky enough to move into this place, when everyone leaves and the construction's done, and they kind of sit down and look up at the piece to just realize that they've moved into a home, not necessarily a house.
Why black and yellow? They're quite striking colors.
Well, I think it needed to be a big dramatic piece in the room, and because it's a double volume space, I wanted really to kind of explode up into the space, and there's going to be a lot more color, a lot more shapes going on.
I also love painting, that as a hobby, and what I love about Plascon paints is that they're very strong in pigments and also they're pure acrylics, so they work beautiful for artworks and a lot more economical.
Tanya laid out an eco-wise, low-maintenance but attractive terrace garden, and suddenly there was life.
Wow, Tanya, this looks absolutely amazing. I can't believe how you put it together so quickly.
And really, it's a great combination of tough succulents that are going to cope with the wind, the weather, great architectural look, and of course, the succulents work beautifully with this deck.
It is a beautiful deck, and we really want to preserve the natural beauty of this wood. So what I recommend they do is really seal it with a natural wood decking, which is a water-based product, which is fantastic because you don't have to clean your brushes afterwards with terps and that, and also it's much better for the environment.
Well, with this gorgeous deck and these sexy succulents, I mean, what more could you want? We've got this beautiful aloe in the corner that draws your eye all the way up to the mountain as the focal point. And Mark, I want this.
No, I want it.
Calm down, ladies. Lots of work has been done today. There's still loads more to do, but everything is coming together so well. This home will be given away to a lucky winner, so watch this space.
The contents of our dream home in the majestic Mirage and our 21st birthday grand prize Infinity Cabriolet are being insured for a year by Standard Bank. A great bonus to make sure our lucky winner feels secure.